Welcome back to another video of UNWINVER. This time I'll check out Rectify11 version 2 from OJS & Co. over Rectify11 Discord server. This UNWINVER aims to fix inconsistencies in Windows 11 while providing more performance than the vanilla one. How well is it? Keep watching to find out. Alright, so here we are in the past footage of me trying to install Rectify11. And while I was installing, I'm gonna tell you a bit of the Rectify11 information or Rectify11 information. This UNWINVER aims to fix inconsistencies in Windows 11 that dates all the way back to Windows 3.11. And it started with the version 1 which was showcased by Martin Noble / Noble Tech and Everything EAB of YouTube. But recently, OJS, as the leader of Rectify11 developer or modder, is releasing the new version, which is version 2. And even though this version is taken down for various reasons such as the bug fixing, but when this video is released, or a few days after this video releases, there should be a download link to the version 2.5, which I'll update in the description of this video. And here we are. Let's take a look at some notes. This background of Windows 11 of Rectify11 is taken from a Windows 11 wallpaper, or even the vanilla one and the Rectify11 one. And this is at cover to the at least to rectify a bit of things. And here, as you see in the window, it is considering more consistent because the earlier version or the vanilla version uses the kind of bit of a arrow or arrow basic in Windows Vista and Windows 7 and up, even though probably it'll rarely show. So, and the GUI element in the setup is already Windows 11ized or rectified. And here is the boot up screen. It is utilizing the registry hack, which modifies the boot screen from the earlier Windows 11 to Windows 8 era to the new, taken from Windows 10X. And this is something that actually rectifies the whole situation, which matches the new design language of Windows 11. And here we are. Rectify11 is about to boot on the desktop with the administrator account, and at the first boot after the setup it is kind of a bit slow, but if you are patient enough, this is actually amazing. And after we boot into the desktop, I installed VMware tools, which optimizes the virtual machine to run inside VMware. And by the way, this Rectify11 also able to run on legacy / BIOS mode. Windows 11, the vanilla one, uses the UEFI, which is kinda sucks for most of the computers, plus the secure boot and TPM requirement. But in this Rectify11, it doesn't really need UEFI, even though there is a version which is still in work for version 2.5. This works on legacy mode. So, the VMware has been installed. I'll reboot in the desktop and let the future me to test the OS. Thanks to the past me to, prepare this Rectify11. Now, I've installed VMware tools and I've installed this OS with the past footage. So here we are in the desktop, but before we go into anything, let's the traditional one, go into Windows and then it'll about to load instantly. Alright, so we're going to type WinVer because we want to check the Windows version, and then we'll type enter because one of the most noticeable changes in this Rectify11 is the new Windows version, or should I say the abbreviation as WinVer.exe. And as you can see, the about Windows is not really so much different, is noticeable changes over the existing one in vanilla Windows 11. I know the vanilla 11 that I installed is a bit earlier than this version, but seems a little bit, just a little bit improved, just a little bit changes, so it doesn't really that unfair. So in this Rectified 11, the creator of this UNWINVER, the Fluent Design Edition, uses the Microsoft XAML library to revamp the UNWINVER into this kind of good look Fluent about. Go into the Microsoft software license, and then this comes. So there is no like the text box, so it is straight into this one, so it doesn't really that bother. And we're gonna close. So the first glance is there's nothing really much different in this Rectify 11 aside if you look carefully to the taskbar. It's so different from Windows 11, well, the vanilla one. So this Rectify 11 uses the modified version of Explorer Patcher to patch Explorer.exe to modify things and to enable certain things that isn't supposed to be in vanilla Windows 11. So we're going to the properties, and then going to the about, and this Explorer Patcher Rectify Edition, as you can see in there, modified by Misha for Rectify 11, and the original creator of this Explorer Patcher is Valiant Solution Azarel. And as you see, the invite to the Discord server, and we'll check it out, or I'll put the link in the description of this video. Also the download of version 2.5 instead of the version 2 that I tested, because well, this is just a demo, but the Rectify that you're gonna get is so much better than this. Not really one-to-one difference, but it is some under the hood improvement. Right, so we're going to close this, and we're going to the taskbar. So look, first of all, the alignment is not centered, it is on the left, and then we're going to the Windows logo, right? And this is the search menu, of course, and then the task view, and then Microsoft Edge is replaced by Google Chromium, which is Chromium actually, or Google Chrome without Google Telemetry into that. And then we're going to Explorer, of course, the normal Explorer. We'll take it a little later. And then we have Rise Media Player, which is the UWP replacement for Windows Media Player. We'll make it one-to-one replacement aside from the newly released Media Player from Microsoft themselves. And this is the community edition of Windows Media Player sorta. And then this is the Microsoft Store. In version 1, there is no store at all, and here we are. There is Microsoft Store to download apps that are from Microsoft, just like the vanilla 11. And here we are in the 3 dots option in here to show some other option, even though that is the not rounded, because this Explorer Patcher, it is patched to look like Windows 10, to look like, not to exactly like Windows 10. So Windows 10 isn't rounded, and so this is Windows thing that cannot really actually change. So we're going to network option, which opens the quick actions, because Windows 10 doesn't have this, but Windows 11 has the quick actions. Not just only the network, as you can see. Well, I'm using firmware, so it doesn't really show the Wi-Fi and stuff. So going to the quick actions, the actual one, as you can see in there, it is also to get into sound. So this is the date and the notifications, as you can see. So before we go into the most of the things, we're going to the notes, we're going to the start, and then we're going to the all apps. Alright, so we're going to the Notepad++. You're gonna be thinking, why am I using Notepad++? I'll talk to you why I'm using Notepad++ instead of the newly UWP one from Microsoft. Alright, so this is the notes.txt. If we go into the bottom, thanks to the Rectify 11 team, because this is primarily created by OJazz or modded by OJazz. And I love PC, Ronak, Pinky, or Pastelia Pinky as we know, and then Misha, who modified the Explorer Patcher for this specific Rectify win. So now we're gonna be taking a look at Rise Media Player, of course, because it's gonna be a slight look at what replaces Windows Media Player, of course. And if you think a bit really Thongkang moment, that layout of pinned apps looks like Windows 7.1, which in Windows 7 is Internet Explorer, of course, and then Windows Media Player aside from the Microsoft Store. Alright, so welcome to Rise Media Player, and then start the setup, and then accepting everything, and then use local media files only, and then continue, and then continue again. Alright, so continue, not now. Oh, oh gosh, I'm going to start. So here we are in the Rise Media Player. Well, even though this pre-alpha 4, and maybe the lighter version will include the more lighter version also for Rise Media Player. So we can see in here, it looks like the settings, but it's supposed to be showing now playing and any other, as you know, in the normal groove music, which is available in Windows 10. Alright, so we're going to the close. So as I say in the intro, Rectify11 provides more performance over the vanilla one. Why am I saying that? Going to the task manager. As you can see, the UI is not just like putting some stuff in there and we don't really care about it, but the Rectify11 team puts into the detail. The performance in the vanilla 11 uses at about 46% of the memory, and as you can see in here, it only uses 41%, which isn't much a big deal, but the CPU usage is drastically down to at about 2%. Why is it doing that 2% instead of the vanilla 11, which at about, well, around 20% to 50% as I test in this footage? Microsoft Edge is completely removed, completely ducked out from Rectify 11, because as you know, in Windows 11, the issue that bugs out Windows 11 in case of performance is Microsoft Edge. And why are they using Google Chromium? First is because the Blink base, which companion with Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and so much other, even the Safari WebKit base is kind of one root with Google Chromium. So it is in here, it uses less performance with less telemetry from Google, as I described earlier in the intro. So I think that's enough for this introducing to the taskbar stuff, and we're going to some inconsistency that is fixed in Rectify 11. So we're going to the start, and then we're going to the, well, control panel, of course. Control, and then we're going to load. Okay, that's in there. Control panel, as you see, the logo is so much improved. I don't know if Windows 11. Right, so there you go. Adjust your computer setting. The logo is Fluent Design, or should I say the Windows 11 design, which fixes all things. And then going to the large icons, you'll see the big differences between Rectify 11 and the vanilla Windows 11. As you can see, these logos, these icons played the Fluent design so much fluent. Backup and restore Windows 7.1, the icon is changed to like sorta backup and security in Windows 11, but with the fluent touch, as opposed to the Windows 11, the vanilla one, which uses still the Windows 7 logo, which is freaking why Microsoft. As you can see in the color management too, the credential manager, as you can see, I'll also put a comparison between those two, this Rectify 11 and the vanilla Windows 11. Options available since the earlier versions such as Windows 2000, Windows XP, or even Windows 3.1. We're going to the device manager first, alright? So it is still loading. And then we're going to see the UI is so much different. Well, not really so much different, but such as the icons in there, most of them are changed in case of consistencies. I'll put a difference in this Rectify 11 and the vanilla Windows 11, which so much difference. As you can see, the logo is Fluent as opposed to the Windows 11, the vanilla one, which still uses Windows 7. And if I want to put it in comparison, Microsoft did such a kind of trying to make Windows 11 consistent, but they are not really trying to put a full effort enough, as opposed to a team who only just allow 3 or 5 persons, and this is pretty much a done job. This is a pretty good job. Going to close the device manager, and we go into another one, which is the date and time, and the clock is fluent aside from the vanilla 11, which is still the Windows 7 or / Windows Vista one. One of the earlier from Windows, the Windows 2000, going to the Windows tools, and then we going to the services. As you can see the logo, I'm going to the services, and then, well, the MMC based programs from all the way back to Windows 2000 is still unchanged up until the vanilla Windows 11. But in the Rectified 11, most of the UIs are Windows 11ites, or Rectified as I wanna say. The logo is like the Windows 10 design language, but it is a match with Windows 11 UI language. So we're going to stop there, and as what Firecube points out in the Twitter, the ODBC data sources, so Windows tools, we're going to, they are fixing the 32-bit in favor of 64-bit because the OS is the whole 64-bit. We're going to the 32-bit version, and then going to add, and then we'll just random just to demo out, and then we're going to the use current directory and select directory right there. We'll see with dark mode, and we'll compare it again with the vanilla Windows 11. obccat 32.exe, and then going to add, and then let's click random, finish, and then going to database, going to here, and then use current directory, the select directory. Let's see, before I want to show, I just want to show the comparison with the vanilla Windows 11. So click. As you can see in here, the dialog is completely black as opposed to the vanilla one, which is still in light mode, and it isn't changed because Microsoft is Microsoft. Alright, so this version 2, or not version 2.5, is including the theme tools as you see in there. Theme tools, and then yes. So this is only available in version 2. In the version 2.5, you don't really have to do this, and the Rectify11 Discord server will guide you how to change the theme without using this theme tool again in version 2.5. So I'm gonna demo it. This Rectify11 utilizes the dark mode to better make it system-wide, like almost all of the interface, almost all of the GUI in Rectify11 changes its setting to the dark mode like almost entirely. So why don't we just choose it? Apply, and then we're gonna please wait. Okay, it is there. But I want to note something in version 2 that I demoed in here is kind of a bit of a bug. So this bug will be fixed in version 2.5, so you don't really have to worry about all things that are weird in this demo, but it is only the minor differences such as this. The option is black instead of white. That'll be fixed in the version 2.5, as you can see. Alright, so we're going to open some of the folders, and I just want to say this version replaces the legacy Win32 accessories apps such as you see the character map, WordPad. It is labeled UWP aside from the original app. So we're going to open the WordPad. Alright, it is loading, and then it is there. And then we're going to character map UWP. Alright, so it is zoomed in like nuts. Alright, going to set this aside, loading fonts. Well, no worries, mate. We're going to Alt tab in the dev build of Windows 11. The Alt tab is something like this. This is from dev build of Windows 11, which is not like the full screen stuff. And then going to here, see swell, and then we'll load anything. And then if we look carefully, the acrylic effect on the task view is available through the Rectify11, which is so much amazing. I'm gonna show the flyouts, which I personally use in my main Windows 11. We'll see this. You see right there in the left up corner? You see there? It is the modern flyout, and that is so amazing. Even though in the dev Windows 11, which shows it at the bottom one, and that is still the equivalent one. Alright, if you notice something, the mouse in this Rectify11 doesn't really use the arrow that dates back to Windows 8. It is using the newer, the Windows 11 like mouse. So by going to the start, and then we're going to settings. Right, so it is loading just fine, and then I'm going to personalization. I'm going to the themes, and if we, while it's loading, and the mouse cursor, you see the mouse has been replaced to the default one. This is the dark mode one, but if we go into the light mode, it will replace with the light one. And as you can see, the background is different, which is this. The vanilla Windows 1 is using the bloom, as you might expect, or if we are going to reverse it into the flow, I guess, yeah. So the flow is lacking the blue one, like the iconic with Windows 11, but it's worth to change that into this, which is amazing. So, as I want to show you, I'm going to the type, and I want to restart this /R/O/T1 to make it as fast as possible, and then, yeah, you found it, and type enter, and then, oh, no, there is something, shut down /R/T1/O. So it is please wait while rebooting to the Windows recovery environment. See right there, the screen is total black, as you know, in the black screen of death, and to match the please wait stuff, as you can see, the icons are changed to the fluent one as opposed to the Windows 8 stuff. So, there is something that I can't show to you because my limitations. One of the most important thing is the notepad and the paint, the new one from Microsoft. That's why I'm using Notepad++ to open the TXT file, and you'll see what happens if I am opening the notepad. As you can see, it is still normal, and then it tries to load, and then a few seconds later, there it is, the black screen of death. This is only my case with that code pfn10 or pfn_share_account. This is my limitations, because when I tried that in Windows 11 with the paint one, it results in the same thing as you can see in the video. So this is my limitation, but aside from that, I'll show you more things that are in Windows 11, just a few bits. So one of the tiny details that I want to show you is the context menu. Why? Because this right here, there's a bit issue with the dark mode. That is the known issue in the version 2, not the version 2.5 that all of you are getting. So this is the V2, that's this specific version one. And in the version 2.5, it isn't an issue, this will be fixed. So the thing that I want to point out is the context menu. This isn't really using the oversized, the vanilla Windows 11, which overused the acrylic as, in my opinion, kind of bit waste of memory and CPU. So this simple but consistent enough. As far as I showcase this, there are so many things that I can't showcase right now in this video, but I covered up most of the things that are in Rectify11, as you see in the Firecube's tweet, and the Rectify with Discord server. Be sure to join the server. And now I'll update as soon as the version 2.5 released, or just a bit of the announcement kind of stuff. So as of right now, we're going to close this, and then we'll say farewell to Rectify 11 as of right now. Well, which version 2, and then going to shut down. And this is Rectify 11. Be sure to subscribe and like and share anything. I'll see you guys in the next time. That's it. Goodbye.